Hello my dear gardening friends! Look at this magnificent tree in my garden. Today in this video I'm going to talk about these wonderful green cascading waves which my European weeping larch is creating. European weeping larch is a juniper, a very unusual type of juniper, because during winter it loses its needles. Usually junipers are evergreen and they stay green through the winter. Not European weeping larch. All these wonderful fronds are bare in the winter. In the fall, European weeping larch has an added bonus. It has wonderful golden color. So all these needles are turning golden yellow and then they drop to the ground. And our European larch, weeping larch, looks bare, which is again very unusual for junipers. How tall does European weeping larch get? Well, this specimen is a mature specimen. It's in my garden maybe, I would say, at least 25 years. We inherited the garden with already fairly mature weeping larch. And you can just guess, I'm almost 6 feet, so it's double that. So 12, 15 feet high and maybe 10, 12, 15 feet wide. And it's up to you how you want to train your weeping larch to grow. Of course, it will be weeping, but look at this. At some point, this weeping larch created that extra stem right here, and I decided to keep it there. So you see, it created this little hump here, which eventually, hopefully, will cover all this area. And it's just a little presence here, a little hump on the side. The same here. When you come and look here, you will see that. Look at this extra hump right here is being created too, and I kind of like it. Of course, if you have very unusual and disproportional growth from weeping larch, you can trim it. But my weeping larch is very proportional so far and is growing into a very nice shape. Weeping larch is a fast-growing tree, putting approximately up to 1 foot a season, and once it reaches its maturity it starts to become kind of wider. And the way weeping larch creates new vegetation is, look at this, it sends out these wonderful, beautiful new shoots which are cascading down, and they are laying their nice growth on top of the older stems. And look, when you look down, you see these older stems are kind of dying off, and weeping larch is forming this very dense structure here with dead stems. And by the way, this is how the stems will be looking in the winter without any needles. So that goes level in between, and on top weeping larch creates all these wonderful waves of greenery. Now in spring, the way weeping larch grows in spring, it starts creating new green canopy very fast, and new green needles are growing. They create, in the middle of the summer, weeping larch is starting to create, you see these little new branches growing, and they're very green, they're very happy right here. Now, very important, when you see, and I had this problem several years ago on the weeping larch, when you see suddenly that all the top needles on the branches, especially where they branch off, they start to look bare, it's very difficult to notice. And your weeping larch starts to look a little bit bare on top branches, there are no needles, know that you might have the infestation of caterpillars. I had it several years ago, and I was looking at my weeping larch and I was thinking, what's wrong with this thing? Why does it look so bare in the middle of summer? Well, guess what? There was a whole host of caterpillars eating away all the needles, and they come out to eat at night, so during the day you don't notice them. So keep that in mind. If you see that your weeping larch is bare looking in summer when it's not supposed to look like that, and the way weeping larch fights those caterpillars, it starts producing new growth. And new growth might look like something like this, but in much bigger scale. Everywhere you will see new shoots shooting like out into the air. So that's a sure sign that something is eating weeping larch and you don't see it during the day. So I had to treat this beautiful tree. All the caterpillars were gone and it's back to its majestic stage. Weeping larch is very hardy, very cold hardy. Some people say that it goes all the way to zone 2, which is really cold. I garden in zone 6-7, borderline 6-7, coastal Connecticut. And I would say that leaping larch is on the border here. Some people say that it's good till zone 8. I don't think so. Weeping larch prefers colder climates and it thrives in colder zones. So I would say that my zone is probably at the borderline where weeping larch is comfortable. Weeping larch does like as other larches. Weeping larch likes moist conditions of the soil. It wants well-drained soil, but it appreciates water in the soil. And in my garden, I really don't do any specific extra watering of this tree, and it's doing very well. So I can't say that I do any extra water procedures. And this tree is mending for itself and minding its own business. I do fertilize it from once in a while in spring, just throw natural fertilizers there, and that's all what I do for this tree. Weeping larch is good for smallish gardens because it has a very compact size and it's not really growing very big out of proportion. So you see the size here, it's very compact, it doesn't encroach on neighboring plants, and it suits small gardens very well. You just have to have patience for this magnificent thing to achieve such a good height and come into its adult mature size. If you decide to buy European weeping larch, please know that you have to put it in the sunny location. This beauty will refuse to grow in shade or pot shade. Again, good water schedule would be good for this larch. And protect it from all sorts of competition from neighboring strong plants, because the European weeping larch will create these bare spots and it will refuse to multiply these wonderful green stems going down, and it will be just bare, just like this here. Originally I made a mistake and I trimmed this big, you see this? I trimmed this big stem which was growing down, and I think because of that, because the stem was so mature and so strong, I think this weeping larch is refusing to create canopy here. But that can be only my opinion about it, knowing this larch. Now, you have to know that weeping larches do need supports if you want them to go so high. So this thing is not standing on its own. It is actually, when you look here, come here, my dear cameraman. When you look here, you will see that weeping larch is resting on the support. And by the way, I do have to check the stability of that support because I don't want it to break and my beautiful thing will collapse. No snow is bothering it. All the snow is just falling off. No snow accumulates on top. And I would say that it's a very low maintenance tree to grow in the garden. Just make sure you have a very stable support for it not to collapse and your tree will fall. So what do you think? Isn't it a wonderful, unusual tree, deciduous tree to grow in the garden? I think it's a wonderful specimen. Happy gardening! I will see you next time.